I would have tears in my eyes. It was such a difficult part, initial part. I've learned a lot from life, from my own journey. You have to be hungry. You have to have that will to win. Whatever you are today, nothing. Even I have done nothing. My father would always say that knowledge is power. Hi, this is Murli Sharma. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon.
You've started your journey since 1996, be it television, be it movies. You've been dabbling in various spheres. How do you look back at your journey now?
I try not looking back because I've come through some of those days जो बहुत scary होते थे. My initial days were full of struggle where only thing that I would face every day was rejection. And I was shooting a very beautiful film with Allu Arjun that every day when I would go back sitting in my BST bus with my bag which had photographs and a bottle of water, I would have tears in my eyes. It was such a difficult part, initial part. But yeah, it's been beautiful. I'm a stronger person today. I'm very strong today from inside. Nothing really, affects me. Nothing can break me. So it's been a very wonderful journey. I've learned a lot from life, from my own journey. My father, he just passed away some time back. He was a very big pillar of my strength. In these 30 years, in my initial 10 years, जब मुझे बिल्कुल काम नहीं मिला था, he never one day asked me, "बेटा आज क्या हुआ? You think you found some work? Did you meet some?" He never would ask me anything. I don't know how. I don't know if he believed in me then or what it was. But, and I also, one good thing, what I tell other actors who come up to me and ask me, "Sir, what is that one thing?" I tell them it's intransigence, indefatigability, stubborn. वो जो घोड़े को नहीं लगा के रखते हैं, कुछ मत दिखेगा. सिर्फ कि भाई पहुंचना है. अगर if you have that kind of strength, only then come. Because many times somewhere I read that it's not about who's more talented or who's how much talented. It's about who's hungrier.
Wow.
So you have to be hungry. You have to have that will to win. Because like again I read somewhere that everybody has a will to win, but very few have the will to prepare to win. So you have to be prepared to win. Luck favors the prepared mind, they say. So आपको वो निश्चय करके आना है कि बस कुछ भी हो जाए, भले 25 साल लग जाए. मुझे 30, almost 30 years from the time I started, little radio plays, little television, little theater, little workshops. So I never thought that how much time is going to take, and I never thought I'll come here today. I'll be sitting here doing, an interview, or when I step out of home, every time I step out, there are people smiling at me. It's such a beautiful feeling. So I always keep repeating this because I very strongly believe whatever you think, whatever you say, whatever you feel goes out to the universe. So I keep saying this. Life is so beautiful. So today when I was flying back and I had LIC ke MD mere baaju mein the just 3 days back, and he was telling about, he was a Keralite, so he was also telling about the Malayalam film that I've done with Mohanlal sir. So it's so beautiful that whenever you're out, everybody looks at you and they are happy. You put a smile on their faces. So I think it's intransigence. I mean, what has helped me come through is मैं कभी थका नहीं. I never got tired. However bad that day was, the morning, I don't know where I would get that energy from. Also, probably my family was with me. So that was one biggest source of strength, Like a few of my friends who would come from outside had a lot of problem because emotionally also you drain out, Initially, I don't want to take names, but yeah, there were people who said, "You actually want to be an actor? Are you serious, Murli?" And they would smile or laugh. And I wouldn't understand then. Early 90s की बात कर रहा हूँ. So I wouldn't understand. I would think, यार ऐसे अगर है तो कैसे होगा? But next day morning, I would forget everything, expunge, delete everything, and be fresh and fully, renewed vigor. So today, actually, I don't really look back because you're not going that way, they say. But I feel very good. And like my father would, every day in the morning, till he was alive, there was not a single day where I would step out of home without calling him, without talking to him. That's when I say that he was my pillar of strength. So I never stepped out without, or if I didn't have time in the morning, I would sit in the car, first thing, call dad. So every day he would say, whatever you are today, nothing, even I have done nothing. Though I don't agree to that. But he says that you've come on your own, it's your journey, it's been your journey. So yeah, it's really nice. And wherever I am in my own space, I'm very happy, I'm very content. And I know there's a long way to go and all that, but I'm very happy. I know I'm trying every day, harder than what I did yesterday.
One thing that I really found very fascinating about you when we met last in our earlier office was the fact that you're an educated guy, and even now when you're talking, your vocabulary is wonderful, which is, I think, always a hallmark of someone who likes to read and who has a mind of his own as well. Tell me something about your educational background and how often do you read? What all do you read?
I read a lot. I'm not really very educated. I wouldn't mind saying that. But yeah, I wanted to be an actor. And it all started के मजाक मजाक में, कि स्कूल में, कॉलेज में, कभी छोटा सा स्किट में, you know, you would be the postman, या आप दरबान बन के खड़े, only because you would get to bunk those lectures. But my father would always say that knowledge is power. You know, so you should have something with you, either the power of money or the power of success. Yeah, knowledge. So I started reading. I started reading, and from a couple of books that I read, I would gain a lot of strength, because, like I said, you get broken. How much ever strong, how much ever pep talk, how much your family tells you that don't worry, you'll make it, you would go back broken. थोड़ा सा हताश होके, थोड़ा सा despair, थोड़ा सा hopelessness के साथ आप जाते थे. So I started reading, and some of those books actually gave me a lot of strength. जैसे अभी भी कुछ ऐसी किताबें, जैसे शिव खेरा का मैं बहुत बड़ा फैन हूँ. There's one book called You Can Win. On every third page you will see it's dog-eared, dog marked, because I read it every 2-3 months once in a time. Probably 2 pages, about 3-4 pages, or about 10 pages. So there are so many books like that. So for me, my reading makes me feel good about myself, makes me feel good about life. It actually gives me a lot of strength. And you will always see me not with one book. अगर मैं बैग है मेरे पास, उसके अंदर 3-4 किताबें नहीं हो, तो I feel कि कुछ missing है.
Wow.
There are times I forget my phone, but I will never forget my book.
That's great. In fact, I've interviewed Shiv Khera, and for this book, it happened in Delhi. I think he's a great guy.
Hi, this is Murli Sharma. You're watching Bollywood Hungama. Please do subscribe and hit the bell icon.